And go.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Price, and I am doing Fundamentals of Math Class 2. And what I'm going to be teaching today is the multi-stage experiment and modeling games from Chapter 9, Section 2. Behind me, as you can see, is a tree diagram or experiment diagram, as it's called. And I have two different ones. I have both of them to find the probability, but one has to do with finding the different colors not replaced, and the other one, the same colors replaced. The reason I'm saying colors is because everything here by the tree diagram is labeled with W's and B's. W stands for the color white, and B stands for the color black. And what we're doing right now is that we are demonstrating the tree here, okay, and as this is the branch, as an arrow going to the left, and at the end of each arrow, there's a letter, white and black, and right on the left of it is a fraction, which you see 3/5 belongs to white, and then 2/5 belong to black. Now, as the tree branches out, it will branch from the white and from the black. But there will be a pattern to this. So if we move to the next branch at the end of white, it spreads out to white and black. And as you can tell, there's a fraction of 1/2 and 1/2. Also, to the bottom, the black will branch out again to white and black. And it's 3/4 to 1/4. So there is a method to this, and to make it a whole lot easier, what we're going to do is go ahead and divide this branch in half. That's going to help the student and myself to help them know what I'm doing regarding the pattern of how this is to be multiplied and finding the probability with different colors. So what we're going to do right now, and everything starts from the left to top to bottom. That's how it goes. So we're going to start off with multiplying white and white. So we're going to put white with white, okay? And what we're going to do is put the fractions that they belong to. So the first one is 3/5 multiply, of course, with 1/2. And what we're going to do is next is go ahead and do white with black. So we're going to use white with black. So we use white, which is 3/5, and black, which is 1/2. As you can tell, both of the fractions are the same on white and black. So now what we're going to do is trying to find the lowest common denominator. So we're multiplying here. So you can tell right here is 3, and 10. So you can't go any lower than that. So that is going to be your answer for this one. And the same with this. Multiply it, top and bottom, and it's 3/10. Now, we're going to start, since we finished the top, we're going to do the bottom now. And the sequence will change this time for the pattern. So this time we'll start with black. Black and white. Black and white. And we end up doing the same thing as top. We end up putting the fractions right underneath it. So black is 2/5 times the white, which is 3/4. So I'm going to move it over here. 3/4. Now we do the same for the bottom, but this time, as you can tell, it's going to be black on black. So we do black on black, and again we put the fractions that they belong with, and 1/4. Now we're going to multiply those as we did on top. So as you can see, it's 6/20. But that is going to breaking it down to the lowest common denominator. So it's going to be 2 and 3, 2 and 10. So as you notice on this one, that the 2's can go ahead and come out. So the answer on this one right here is going to be 3/10. So next, we're going to be do the bottom, multiplying, of course, that's 2/20. And again, we have to find the lowest common denominator. So that'd be 1 and 2 and 10 and 2. So mark off 2 and 2 since they're equally above each other. And the answer is going to be 1/10. So now that we found this, so this right here is the answer for this one. We're going to go ahead and square them off. Okay? Now that we found and calculated every pattern from white to white, white to black, black to white, and black to black, to the lowest common denominator, there is a pattern to find the different colors and to find its probability. What we're going to do, instead of using the top or the bottom, or the second answer to the bottom or center to the first, or vice versa, you got to determine which ones you're going to use. And the pattern here is to use these two particular center answers and go ahead and add them together. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to add 3/10 plus, as you can see, 3/10 together, right? We're going to add both of them. So that's going to be equals to 6/10. Now, that is not the lowest common denominator. So what we're going to do is go ahead and do exactly like we did the other side. It's 2 and 3, 2 and 5. Get that right there. And your answer would be 3/5 to the probability for different numbers. So now that we found the probability, I'm going to place it right here. Well, there you go. 3/5 is the probability for finding different colors. Okay, for not being replaced. Okay, so now that we find that, this would be our answer, 3/5 with different colors for the probability. Now, what we're going to do is find the probability for same colors. It's the same pattern, same sequence, but this time we have different fractions. So what we're going to do is do exactly the same pattern, white on white, white on black, black on white, and black on black on the other side. So we're going to do white on white, which is 5/9 and 1/2. Okay? Now I'm going to put the center line again. It's going to be white on black. And of course, it's going to be the same, 5/9 and 1/2. Okay? Now we're going to start from the bottom again. Black on white. So we have black on white, black, white. So it's 4/9 and 5/8. Right? And black on black, as you can tell right here. That'd be 4/9 and 3/8. So now, instead of trying to breaking down the common denominator, we're just going to place it down this time. So when you do this, this comes out to be 5/18. And of course, this one, after you do it, multiplying, it becomes to 5/18. And this becomes, again, 5/18, just as you notice the pattern down here. And this one back here becomes 1/6. So these are your answers, not your probability for same colors. But on this one, instead of using the center answers, what you're going to do is use the top and the bottom, okay? And that's going to be 5/18 plus 1/6, right? To find for the same color probability. So now, when we do our addition and everything, the answer actually is going to be 4/9. So the answer to this equation is 4/9, and that would be the probability for finding same colors with replace. So we have finally found our probability for both equations on the two different tree diagrams. So this actually concludes my teaching at this moment, and it's pretty simple. Just find the pattern, remember the pattern. Once you remember it, there would be no problems for you to actually remember how everything goes in sequence. This concludes my class. This is from Multistage Experiments in Mobile Games from Chapter 9, Section 2. Thank you.
Do we just press it again?